Stem cell research has been scrutinized for many, many years. But what I want to do is take a look at what it's really doing. First, according to the American Medical Association, a stem cell is an immature cell that has the potential to become specialized into different types of cells throughout the body. Research began on stem cells for their ability to reproduce rapidly and become different types of cells and tissues so they can be used for many different purposes. Um, with this research, stem cells have been used in studies about muscle repair, cures for diabetes, and even cures for cancer. The possibilities with these stem cells are really endless. However, many people think that stem cell research is killing the future generation, which I do not really agree with. What it's really doing is helping. According to Dr. Diane Beeson, in February of 2004, a Korean scientist reported using 242 human eggs to create one embryo. Um, this is disturbing for a lot of people, but what they don't know is how these eggs were retrieved. These eggs came from women who were trying to get pregnant through the in vitro fertilization. And once they became pregnant and they had multiple fertilized eggs, many of them didn't want to have triplets or quadruplets. So they donated these eggs to these research studies. Otherwise, they would have just been thrown away. And I would honestly rather somebody use their eggs for research than using them and putting them in a trash can. It's just not right. Um, Another problem people have with stem cell research is that they think it's used for regenerating limbs, which is a huge, huge myth. Most of this research is being used to regenerate like muscle tissues so they can repair torn ligaments like an ACL tear. But even newer studies now are using stem cells as disease models so they can test new medicines on them. What they'll do is they'll inject these cells with a certain disease and then they'll test the effects of these new medicines that they're creating. It's really actually saving lives rather than killing lives. They're using these cells so they don't have to use people. In the past, research has been done using embryonic stem cells, which was highly upsetting to a lot of people because, again, they saw it as killing children in order to progress in scientific research. But with today's work, many studies don't even use embryonic stem cells. They have found new ways to get stem cells other than having to take it from embryos. In 2006, researchers made a huge breakthrough by identifying conditions that would allow some specialized adult cells to be reprogrammed and to genetically assume the state of a stem cell. These stem cells became known as induced pluripotent stem cells, which have actually been used in research for people with ALS. These iPS cells have emerged in recent years as the most significant source for ALS research. In all honesty, I do believe that stem cell research shouldn't be so scrutinized for the progress it's made. It's done so many things for so many people, even animals. And I honestly think that people should do a little more research on stem cell research and possibly change their minds and not see it in such a harsh light.